game, but you can't win if you don't know the rules. This town will know what it means to be a Briton.
I'm busting my ass running the largest African-American-owned bank.
You're gonna need to show people that you have a pair of balls. Help your brother and me continue to build the Briton legacy.
Grandma took the keys to my Porsche.
Get in. You are a Briton, boy. Start acting like one.
I don't get so lucky to have a woman like you.
Looks like a beach day. My sister.
What's good, everybody? It is your girl, Tika to Shine Up, All Things Ruthless, home of the Ruthless Addicts. Here to give you guys a brief recap of the latest episode entitled Picture Perfect from Season 2 from the Black Hamptons. Now, the Black Hamptons goes deep. For those of you that have never watched the Black Hamptons, let me just give you a small synopsis if you haven't, and I'm sure you saw the clip ahead, but this basically is a tale of rich family, new money, versus rich family old money. This battle, it goes deep, but it seems as if the one and only Carol Britton is running all of the shenanigans. She is basically trying to get ownership of some land that belonged to her father. Now, mind you, not her father-in-law, but her father. Of course, Moses Britton, her husband, who is currently locked up, has money, but her family had money and land, and it was basically stolen. And I'm thinking it was stolen by her own husband. But there is some land that belonged to her, and that is the whole premises of what she's trying to do. She's trying to obtain that land by any means necessary. So again, Carol Britton is the one and not the one. You know what I mean? She's not the one to be trampled with. She has shown her power in season 1, where there was a moment where her grandson was at a party and he ended up serving some alcohol to an underage young girl. And she basically went to that party and shut the whole situation down. Now, basically letting them know I am who I am and you cannot touch me. So she basically proved to the police and everybody in the community that she's untouchable. Will there ever come a point in time where she will be under fire? We know her husband is already under fire because he is locked up. Poor Moses. He's locked up in prison right now. Allegedly, he's innocent of what he is being or has been accused of. But I'm absolutely here for it all. Of course, Anthony is married. He has a wife that also their sister is her sister is introduced, also known as Black China, also known as Angela White, also known as Karen in the Black Hamptons. So the cast is absolutely crazy. You got Karan Joseph Raleigh, of course, Vanessa Bell Calloway, Lamar Rucker, Elise Neal. You guys, you have to check out the Black Hamptons if you have yet to do so. So anyway, you guys, back to the episode where we discuss Picture Perfect. When we first start off the episode, we see that they are currently at an auction. Now, all of the Britons pull up in their fancy cars, their fancy clothes, and then we see the Johnsons. They pull up just as fly. Fancy cars, fancy clothes. Now, mind you, the Johnsons have 2 young adult children as well. But we see them, but not as much as we would see the Britons. So anyway, they all pull up. And then there's a moment where Karen pulls up with her new beau, who is also a professional boxer played by Ronrico. So we see everyone, and they have pulled up at this auction. Now the bidding war has begun. Of course, everyone sees their ex in there. So the goal is to outbid your ex, and it gets crazy. Malcolm has an ex that's there. Literally, Malcolm X. Haha, how you go get it. Anyway, Malcolm has an ex that's there, which, guys, if you didn't watch season 1, you wouldn't know that Malcolm had an ex lover who's a man. And so he and his ex lover's new man are trying to outbid one another. Now, mind you, Malcolm and Martin is the actual art expert. However, because Malcolm is in a bidding war with his ex-lover's new bae, he is spending a lot of mama's money, and Martin is looking at him like, bruh, what are you doing? And did y'all catch the gist that the Britons' sons are named after Malcolm X and Martin Luther King Jr.? Anyway, you guys, the whole battle back and forth, let's see who can outbid one another. Malcolm ends up spending $500,000 on a painting, and now they got to go home at some point and explain all of this to their mama. But anyway, you guys, like I said, when these cats came through the door, they were sharp. Everybody was sharp. We also got to see a moment with Anthony and Mr. Cora. Now, Cora is someone that he has gotten into, Alexander Cora. He's someone that Anthony has gotten into business with, but he's also someone that you don't want to mess with. Every time we see this guy right here, he is up to no good. So anyway, this is Mr. Cora's son, and he has taken a liking to Leslie. Now, Leslie is married to Jeffrey, who is the nephew of the Britons, and she's married, but Jeffrey's not paying her any attention because he's trying to get his uncle out of jail. Mike lets Aries know that you can't mess with her. She is taken. But at this point, he does not care. So anyway, in walks Blue Kimball. Because while everybody is at the auction, we see Mama Carol, and she is about to get her groove on with the one and only Christopher. Yes, we definitely had to talk about this because Blue Kimball is Blue Kimball. It's Andrew from Ruthless. So anyway, he's there. He's an attorney. However, we see that he don't mind messing with the Cougars and getting business done. She has him there because she needs him to stop something that is going to happen. And we find out later on that she is going to be responsible for Moses not getting out of prison when he was scheduled to get out of prison. But y'all, look at Blue. He looks so fine. Anyway, that towel should have been blue or purple, but we take the red. Okay. So anyway, I digress. Okay. So Christopher is an attorney and he don't mind getting his hands dirty. And that is specifically why she has him there. That's why she doesn't have a problem, or he don't have a problem with getting his hands dirty. And so that's why Carol has him there, other than to get her rocks off. But anyway, in the midst of all of this stuff, poor Anthony, he just can't catch a break. He finds out that his cell phones that he literally just went into business with Mr. Cora over have started misfunctioning. There's something wrong with the phones, and now he's got to figure out how they're going to be able to fix this situation. But he also knows that he has to let Mr. Cora know what's going on. Now, also at the beach, we see Anthony's wife, and she's new to the Hampton Beach area, and she sits down with this group of ladies who are literally there. All they're doing is gossiping, telling all of everyone's business, and she's kind of like, okay, I hear you, but I'm not really. She don't seem like the messy type, but she just happened to run into this messy group of women who invited her and allowed her to sit down at the table with them. Now, this is Leslie and Jeffrey that I've been talking about. Leslie is a real estate agent, and again, Jeffrey is an attorney. Now they are trying to have a baby. However, Jeffrey has to leave her to go and try to get Moses out of jail. But anyway, she's like, you can't give me 13 minutes. Like, you can't give me a few minutes just to, so we can have this baby together. Now, that he's not giving his wife any attention, and I feel like she's definitely going to seek it from somewhere else. It may be in the arms of Aries Cora, who is Alexander Cora's son. So anyway, you guys, we see this grown man at home trying to figure out whether or not his mama found out that he ordered this expensive painting without, her permission, without making sense of it all. And he was just having that conversation about what's going to happen when he gets home. And Vanessa's just like, listen, just go through it. You know what your mom is, how she is. You're gonna go through it. just deal with it and everything will be fine. So then we see Jeffrey has made his way to Moses at the jail, and he's telling Moses that unfortunately, they are not releasing you at the moment. He says, I don't know what happened. I don't know what's going on, but I'm going to do everything I can within the next day or so to get you out of here. Now, Moses ain't with it. And Moses automatically knows that this is Carol. He knows that Carol, his own wife, is stopping him from getting out of jail because she wants total power. She loves the power that she has and she does not want to relinquish it, y'all. Anyway, that was the end of episode 1 from season 2 entitled Picture Perfect. What did you guys think? What did you guys think of the episode? Did you catch the episode? Do you plan to catch the episode? It's absolutely crazy. It's definitely full of drama. I'm here for it all, okay? All right, you guys. That's about it. If you're new to my channel, find me for the first time, please hit that subscribe button as well as that notification bell so that you can receive reminders of new Ruthless content. Thank you for my latest subscribers. We are almost at that 4K mark and I'm absolutely here for it. We celebrate little things over here and I am absolutely grateful, okay? All right, y'all. Well, that's about it. Thank you so much.